Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Practical Coding YouTube channel. In my last video, I have shown you like how I started with the web framework, and I have defined you already described like how Django framework work and what is the Django framework and what is the Python based web application. So in this video, I'm going to start particularly with Django framework. So for that, what I'll do is I already installed Python 3.9 in my local system. So I think my screen is visible, right? So I'm just opening my terminal or command prompt. So there I have to find for Python minus minus version. Okay, so Python 3.9 is already installed in my system. What I'll do is first I will check the Django documentation, okay, whatever the available in the websites, and then I'll create a virtual environment, and then we create a simple framework on Django. But before that, I'll describe you how the Django folder structure. Maybe that I'll describe you later, but let's start with Django documentation. Okay, so for that, I'll simply search in Google Django documentation. Okay, so if I'll go to Django documentation, you can see like this is the official website. Okay, http and docs djangoproject.com. I'll simply go there and I can see like this is a absolute uh, fine document. Okay, so Django provides one of the best documentation among the all frameworks. Okay, so you can simply follow the documentation and you can do the necessary things. I know like whatever the commands I need to provide, I will surely provide you the commands, and I will provide you the code base as well. So I'll provide you, I'll do one thing. I can create a public repository and I will provide you the code base link. But let's start with a Django project. Okay, so web application means we have to create a server, right? So Django provide us that feature to create a server. Okay, so this is the Django framework. Okay, so I have to simply go to documentation downloads over. Okay, let's go to overview. So this is the overview you can go through, and then the downloads, you can simply go to pip install Django and Django will be downloaded. So we'll do that. And documentation. Okay, so this is the documentation they provides. Okay, don't waste my time, and let's start with the Django project. Okay, I'll go to my Visual Studio Code and let's start with the project. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, so this is my Visual Studio Code, and let me open or let me create a new file over there. But before that, I will create a virtual environment. Okay, so how to create a virtual environment? Okay guys, this time I'm going to create a Python virtual environment. Okay, I'm not going to create any conda environment. Simply I'll use Python virtual environment. And if you want, you can go ahead and create a Python virtual environment or conda virtual environment. Okay, so if you are not going through my videos, I'm requesting you to go through my videos. I already created one video on how to create a conda virtual environment, and that will be helpful for you. This one. Okay, so let's create some Python virtual environment. I have to simply go to command prompt, which I already opened. Okay, let me expand the screen. So I have to go to desktop, and in desktop I have created some folder. Okay, I'll show you. So this is my Python projects. Okay, so inside that I have a folder called VNV folder, and that is empty. Okay, so inside that folder I'm going to create a virtual environment, Python virtual environment. Okay, not conda this time. Okay, so I have to go to cd and my Python projects, and inside that I have to go to venv folder. Okay, so if I am inside this venv folder, make sure you have to give the command like python minus m venv, and then your virtual environment name venv, maybe student mgmt sys. Okay, so this is my virtual environment name for student management system. Okay, and I no need to define the Python versions and all, as I'm not using conda, so it will by default take this 3.9 and it will create a virtual environment over there. Okay, I have to simply give an enter. So it is creating the virtual environment. It will take few seconds of your time. It's created. Okay, let's go to the virtual environment and let's check whether that is created or not. Let me silent my phone actually. That is more disturbing actually. Yeah, so I'm going to open this and let me check whether the virtual environment having the folder or not. And yes, it has the folder. So I have created the virtual environment. Okay, so let's go to the terminal again. So I am inside that VNV folder, and if I give the dir, and I can see like this VNV student management system is created, and inside that I have to go to scripts library. Okay, so let me go to VNV student management system first, and then we need to go to, I'll show you. So if I'm going to virtual environment, so inside that we have three different libraries. Okay, one is include, another one is lib, another one is script. You no need to worry about what are all those things. Okay, simply you have to go to scripts. Okay, so I'm go to cd and scripts. Okay, so if I'm going to scripts and then I give enter, and here you just need to type activate. So bang, my virtual environment got activated. And if I want to check, I'll check what is my Python version is. So it is 3.9.12, as similar as my local path have. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the main folder. Okay. So main folder, I'll quit this. So I'm inside my Python project folder. Okay. So here, what I'll do is, I'll do one thing. Okay. Let me show you how the Django folder structure looks like. Okay. Django folder structure. Okay, Django folder structure, how it is looks like is, if I'll go to this link, so you can see, so this will be your project folder. So one main folder will be there. So inside that you have few files like manage.py, then readme.md, requirements.txt, getting node, blah blah blah. Few files will be there, absolutely managed by the system or Django framework. Okay, you don't need to worry about those things. And then application apps folder you should have. Okay, inside the same folder you will have this apps folder. Okay, so apps folder means which application we are going to build. You can build a single application, even multiple application in Django folder. Okay, so that thing. And inside that application folder we should have the templates folder, and we can create it outside as well, and we have the static folder. Okay, so I'll show you one sample Django project. You will understand how the folder structure look like. Okay, let me open the folder. So I have some sample folder from my Python projects. I can simply open this qn application. Okay, so let's see how the folder structure look like. Okay, I'm just closing all the stuffs. So let's focus on this folder structure. So this is the qn application folder. Okay, this is the name of the parent folder. This is the main folder which we have opened through Visual Studio Code. Inside that we have qn application. Okay, this is the project folder. This is the project folder. Qn app project, this is the application folder. I have the static folder as well. Along with, I have this git ignore, db sqlite, manage.py, readme, and requirements, these files. Okay, now come to the website, whatever we are checking, Django folder structure, and we were checking this one. So you can see my project folder. So my project is this qn application project. Inside that we have this my project. Okay, settings.py, these things we have. So if I'll expand this, you can see like settings.py we have in this. Okay, so okay, so this is application folder, this is the project folder. Okay, so there we have the settings.py, and these files, automatically these files will get created. Okay, this is the application folder. So inside application folder I have created this templates folder. Inside templates folder we created some templates or html pages. Okay, and this static is aligned with the main project folder or the parent folder. Okay, inside this we have css, javascript, and any, if I am creating any files or if I'm going to upload some files, so for that I have created this files folder. Okay, and then lastly these files automatically gets created. Okay, so let's not waste time, and let's close this folder, and I'll simply go back to my terminal, and there I'll simply execute the command, the first command. Okay, I'll note down whatever the command is because that will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so maybe I'll just open this first command. Okay, first command is to create the VNV, create the VENV. Okay, so for that either you can use Python, you can use condas, anything will be fine, absolutely. Second command is, okay, first I need to create the project folder, then I'll create the application folder. To create a project folder you have to give the command like Django hyphen admin start, sorry, start project. start project, and your project name. Your project name, whatever the name of your project, you have to provide that. Okay, so I'll execute this. Okay, so I'll execute this. So let's start. Okay, my Python projects. I will do one thing. I can create a directory over there, mkdir, maybe student management system. Okay, so this is my folder will be. I have created, just redirect to student management system, and inside that we are going to execute Django admin start project student mgmt system. And for understanding, I'm giving project as well. Okay, so this is the project directory. Okay guys, now let's come to the scenario. If I'll execute this command, surely I'll get some error. So whatever the error is, let's see. Let's execute this command: Django admin start project and student management system. Okay, so Django admin is not recognized. Why? Because I didn't install Django yet. Okay, if I'll give pip list, so each and every command I described in my previous videos. If you're not going through that videos, I am requesting you to go through videos. You'll get all the commands, whatever I made during that video. Okay, this video, manage Python versions using Miniconda. Okay, so I have to install Django, so it is taking time. Okay, let me give enter. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, so I am using a old pip version, which is absolutely fine. So that might be slower, but that is absolutely fine. So first of all, I will install pip install Django. Okay, so this is the command. If we'll go to the Django documentation, documentation, you'll get the command. Okay, so you don't need to worry about all those things. Simply go to the download and you'll get the command. Okay, so if you're not, I'm not mentioning any version over there because maybe that is the latest release. If you'll give pip install and that particular package name, it will automatically install the latest version. So let's install this. So it will take few seconds of my time. Meanwhile, I'll describe you a few things. Let me go back to my Django documentation. Okay, so after that, get the latest development version. These are not needed at all. And okay, so this is not downloaded yet. It's going to start my download. Okay, documentation we have. So from scratch overview and installations. So if you want, you can go through these tutorials. Okay, and what else? News, community code issues, and for donation also they have provided one option. So we can go to overview. So this is the overview, design of your model and all. I'll describe you all those things like how this model works and all. Okay, so it is taking a long, I don't know why. This is not because of my internet connection. That is absolutely fine, but sometimes it will take. Okay, now it is collecting Django. Let it download. Okay, so let's export the few things. Okay, free APIs. Okay, so as I described in my previous video, Django provides a few of the benefits, like it has the free database, it has the RESTful services API free of cost, and it has the security option, it has the admin panels, and it has very fast request and response model. So Django is very pretty much faster compared to other backend frameworks. So Django is good to develop full stack applications. So it is collecting Django's. It will take, I don't know how much time it will take, but it's not started downloading. Okay guys, I will do one thing. I'll install this Django and I'll come back in the next video. Okay, so let me stop this video over here and see you soon in the next video.